Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host Ahdurin himself. You might notice this is not a Pokemon game because it's the weekend, and what that means is that we'll be doing side series along with Pokemon challenges that you may or may not see. As of right now, this is the first side series that we'll be doing. It's going back to an old classic, a game franchise that I've actually played on this channel before, but I have not completed the series by a long shot, and I'm very, very interested to do so. Now, as a reminder for all of you that have watched the Ace Attorney things, or if you haven't, then you're here. This is playing through the second game of the series. There's a lot of them in the series, including spin-offs and everything like that. Playing through the second game of the series, the entire first game is available. There's a completed playlist on this channel, and on top of that, the second playthrough, I started it and then proceeded not to finish it, as does tend to be the trend on this channel. But we're going to do a little bit of a longer series. It's on the weekend. Episodes are probably going to be longer, though the first couple are not going to be. Over time, though, it'll be spread out so that these will be more longer, even more uncut episodes, because it's genuinely just sit down, almost like a stream in a way. So that sort of vibe. And of course, the comment section. Feel free to throw your comments down here because I'm very excited. Now, I do know the plot. I gotta throw that out there from the beginning. I know the plot, however, as always with these sort of playthroughs, I'd recommend not adding spoilers for future events or future stories. Anything discussed in the episode, feel free to discuss in the comment section, but for future stuff, I would recommend not doing that just for everybody else's sake. If they go down to the comments section and they haven't seen the plot of this story, they should expect stuff about this episode. That's not surprising, but future stuff, hold that to yourselves until that episode comes along. So, I think without further ado, let's get started. Again, these episodes are going to be a little bit longer at first, and then we'll gradually get longer and longer over time, especially because the first case is a really small case, and then the later cases are longer, as usual. It does say continue. Like I said, I started this a long time ago and then proceeded not to touch it again. I'm also playing this on the 3DS version, which is why the graphics will look like 3DS version games. This game is available, on PC and on Switch and all like proper consoles. And I believe this one specifically was a GBA game. It's somewhere in that era. I can't remember if this was a DS game or a Game Boy Advance game. Might have been DS actually. I'm not 100% sure, but it's somewhere in that era. So, without further ado, let's get started. A new game. We're going to do the first case. Let's do the first case. Oh, as always with these as well, I do like voices and other things like that. I might try to carry over some of the old voices. Phoenix's voice was just mine, effectively. How did I get into this mess? It's like a slightly more protagonisty version of this. Also, episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. That's quite enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, no. What could this be? Oh, look, it's the judge, except much angry. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
What? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. You are not a simple defense attorney after game 1.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Oh boy. Are we getting fired? And we just got bonked in the head. Joyful. September. Oh, I gotta do the AI voice, right? We gotta go back to these. Some of these voices are gonna carry over, and some of these are not. So we'll see, because it's been years, I think, or at least a year, if not more, since I last recorded a Ace Attorney episode. Anyway, September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Something's ringing. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Hello. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. I gotta figure out a voice for you eventually, but not now. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... well, I guess I have to. It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. What exactly is this? A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Joy. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, what's happening here? Can I click on court record now? I can. Let's check this stuff real quick while we're doing all this. Attorney's badge. Other, one of my possessions. It's my all-important badge. It shows that I am a defense attorney. The cell phone, type other, one of my possessions. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. It's on my cell phone. Dustin's autopsy report. Oh boy. That's fun. Types, reports. Received during the preliminary hearing. Time of death, 9-6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Oh, that's fun. And then glasses, evidence received during the preliminary hearing. Found under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. All right, so that's fun. It's in the profiles here. Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird, age 22, gender female. My client, the only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. I'm spoiling things, by the way, for what's about to happen in about 30 seconds. Dustin Prince, age 30, gender male. The victim and the policeman, it seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. All right. Cool. Let's actually figure out what that meant. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Uh-oh. The music, of course, is wonderful in this game. Let me know, actually. Because this series is not going to be like other series on this channel, so the Ace Attorney series, I've pure recording. It's note that I don't do jump cuts, I don't do anything, I don't cut silences out. It is just raw recording effectively. Because in a lot of games I appreciate the music, but most of the games I play are games that people have played before, so it's not as big of a deal. For this one, it's not as big of a series, especially in like the US. So I'm curious because I really want people to appreciate the music in this game as well, but also don't want to make it so that it's it's too loud for your voice. So let me know. This is the first couple of episodes that we'll do here. The first case, basically, I'm gonna have the music like this, but let me know from case 2 onwards if the music should get like a louder, quieter, or whatever. I've got it set for basically the same noise level as the other things on this channel, but let me know again if you want to see the music get louder or not. You know, totally up to you. So yeah. Just want to throw that out there real quick. Anyway, good morning. Oh gosh, my head. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. I need a voice for Maggie. Maggie's gonna be a character. Obviously she's a defendant right now. Duh. I need a voice that doesn't sound like Maya. Problem is every voice eventually turns into Maya Fey. Let's see. What's wrong? You don't look well at all. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn down the cheeriness down? My head is in multiple places right now. My head sort of hurts. Yep, roger that. Okay, you gotta quiet down, please. You remind me of somebody in that same sort of like yelling sort of voice, but I wonder who that could be. Cough, cough, wink, wink. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. Oh, what? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? Oh, drat, I've gotten myself into something I don't want to think about, do I? You promised me. You said that you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had me laughed off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day, so I must be a big shot. Cough, cough, wink, wink. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Meanwhile, what is this girl blabbing about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... what's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. Yeah, because I can't tell how eyes work, let alone how everything else is working right now. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Sorry about that. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how could you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that, please. I'm so sorry. My head is killing me. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person or something. Yes, I'm... Crap, who am I? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank here? Shoot, I'm in trouble, aren't I? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately, please? Because get going. The prosecutor's here, the judge is here. Frankly, the audience is here. The cameras are like, get in the room, please.
The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay?
I guess I must have amnesia. Alright, well, let's see. Let's put the pieces together here. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Biscuits, that's problematic. This girl here, that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Phoenix, that's all you do.
Someone please. Tell me this is just a bad dream.
Why do I get the feeling that this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. Jeepers.
September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2.
We're here. We're back. Look at the audience. Doing their audience thing.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh boy, it's Pain. You haven't shown up in forever.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Are you talking to me?
Do you see any other defense attorneys here? This digital dummy, I thought it would have gotten smarter by now. Guess the case is not.
I guess not, yeah.
Now then, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I guess I should say yes for now. Unlike other games, so I play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on this channel a lot for those of you that are brand new, and those games, options don't really matter, but also, frankly, the options are rare in anything. In this game, they do matter, and so I'm going to click the right ones, hopefully.
Are you ready, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of...
No, the court will not hear the defense's excuses. Frankly, you've had too many excuses. So, because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair, but swift. Also, 3 days is what we normally do, but we're going to make it even swifter than that. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Is that the case, Mr. Wright?
Actually, I have, but that's apparently not going to be an excuse.
All right, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A police? You did what to a policeman?
It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant standing right there next to that lawyer, which is definitely not, normal, but all right, we'll work with it.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright.
For those of you, I'm about to you don't need to play the games in order. It's helpful if you play the games in order. So I'm going to slightly spoil something that isn't really that important. Frankly, it's a very minor detail. But Payne here is the tutorial prosecutor. And he's the same tutorial prosecutor for the first game. You had an assistant then, Mia Fey, a lawyer that had experience. In this game, clearly we're on our own, but I think we'll be able to walk us through. Maggie will probably help us out, be the assistant of the judge or something like that. Anyway, he's back and does not like us.
Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
You didn't show me mercy last time, but all right, sure. Also, rookie, I've been doing this for a minute. Okay, and who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
That's who it reminded me of, even though I already knew that was the case.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Welp, here we go. Gumshoe, you're looking down.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir.
I gotta find his voice. Where was it? It was screaming but whispering.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
It was like Army Sergeant, but like really quiet.
You don't look well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, it's kind of a rough deal, not gonna lie.
You work under that detective there?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
All right, calm down, calm down. I believe you. It's all good.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Yes, this autopsy report, correct?
Why do I have bad flashbacks from the word autopsy report? Oh, well. Why do I not remember getting a copy? Yeah, that's a good point.
I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence.
All right, we got a photo. Cool.
Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today?
It's not actually.
There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Sorry, give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
The court record, that button I clicked on earlier.
Yep, info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by touching the court record button.
Court record button? Oh, you mean you really know what you're talking about, huh?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, Your Honor. What do you mean? I can probably do this. I better check the court record, see what I can find. Let's see here. I think I need new profiles. Oh, we got some more. Winston, 53, male. Winston Payne. The prosecutor for this case lacks present. Generally bad at getting his point across, so basically a terrible prosecutor. Dick Gumshoe, age 31, gender male, detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Also a GOAT tier character. Oh wait, what was it again? The court record button? Oh shoot, I didn't need to click it. Let's see if it's records are in order. Alright, before I do that, I want to see this real quick. The crime photo 1, type photographs, submitted as evidence by Prosecutor Payne. The victim fell from the walking path, touched the check button for details. Alright, there it is. Decent photograph. There might be somebody up there. And then of course, I'm assuming it's the glasses that we're talking about here because that's the only other thing I've got.
What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
Wallet, glasses, a police badge. Glasses, again, I want to be right with this. A, because it's quote-unquote first-time playthrough. B, because getting things wrong actually does, like, cost you here, so. Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor, a broken pair of glasses.
That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as they fell.
Or as he fell. Those are glasses?
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene are not mine, I swear, sir.
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says. Oh boy.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh boy, there's more.
You have more? Okay, that's a shock. This is new. Multiple pieces of evidence.
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear it from our witness about this evidence.
Decisive evidence. Witness testimony. All right. Let's get started here.
There's something even more incriminating than under the glass.
Oh, wait, no, the gumshoe. Wait, I gotta find.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. You see, during his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good.
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
That ain't great.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Get the picture here. Cool.
Why, this Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Great, we got photo number 2. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Oh, brother.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
This is it.
I'm counting on you. Ah, the music. The joy. Just, it's nice to hear this back. Okay. Anyway. This is it, I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
Guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. Does sort of look like a scatterbrain. See, at least some memories are sticking with it. We love this scatterbrain, though.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Any day now.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. All right, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. All right. Decisive evidence, a cross-examination. Here we go. Let's find this out. So this is just the same dialogue boxes again. We don't need to read through all these again. What I tend to do, because I'm obsessed with finding every dialogue box in a video game, is that I'm going to press basically everything. And if you're a fan of that, this is great. If you're not a fan of that, I apologize in advance. However, I insist upon it because I want to. So let's press. You can say into the mic, hold it, but that I don't have it set up like that. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? Ooh, good question. Good question.
The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal.
What should I do now? Continue pressing. Hold up.
Hold it.
Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses?
The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else.
So what you were saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's.
Something like that.
But what?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut.
Good answer, good answer, good answer. Ooh, crowd goes wild. Alright, let's try this one. Again, I'm just gonna keep going here. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell?
Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way there was anything else.
Let's see.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
Anyway, the victim fell pretty far, and then leads into the next one. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Okay. The culprit's name.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but
Was the name of that of my client. And that leads into this. It kind of fills in, not fills in the gaps, but it flows really well, which I really appreciate. I don't like saying it, but it's clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Hold it. Are you absolutely certain?
sorry, pal, but that's what it says.
And they're going to show the photograph here. Yep.
This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie.
He's got a point.
Hey, hold on.
Huh?
Don't harm me. I know the picture says Maggie, but
Well, she mentions it. Something does feel kind of off about this picture.
that's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again. With this piece of evidence and glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. So this is hinting like, hey, you want to present the evidence at this specific statement, which is true. However, that moves us on to the next section, and I don't want to do that yet. So, with this piece of evidence and glasses, it's hard not to say she's a culprit. And you are certain that was the victim who wrote the name on the ground?
There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly does seem that that name was written by the victim himself.
Well, that didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going.
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but...
I really want to see your special moves, sir.
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence? Enlighten me. About this presenting evidence.
Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you can compare it with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradictions in the witness's testimony, or statements and all that, contradictions. Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken.
And?
You still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to the item you need.
And then I present that evidence, right?
You got it. You can also present people's profiles as evidence. With so many items, make sure you present the right thing.
Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this.
Wow, being praised by a pro. I don't know what to say.
Something even more incriminating than the glasses. So this. Hard not to say she's a culprit. Don't give up, keep that fighting spirit going. Alright, and then this is just the same thing here. Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back.
Oh, that's right, huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well.
I think this is different from the first game. That's why.
Sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles, huh? I think this is hinting that the profile is what we want to submit there. So, it clearly says Maggie, and so we want to present profile, and here's the difference, the spelling. That's right. So we're going to take this. I guess we could have just presented, present here, ba-bam. Why did I stick my finger out like this?
What is it?
No, hold up, just... What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. This reminds me of something. What a rush! New music, by the way. The music in this game is constantly changing. It's like remixes and like replacing or slight variations sometimes. New music. Again, I love the Ace Attorney music. Usually when I'm working on stuff on the side, like editing, and I don't need to listen to the audio that's being played, it's usually the Ace Attorney music or video game music, and it's okay. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe.
You talking to me, pal?
Yeah. Please state the defendant's name for me. One more time.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
Hold up. Hold your horses, man. You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, why don't you want to answer? If you want to go for it, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
But where is this ridiculous question coming from?
The defendant's name is, let me look at my notes here. Maggie Bird. Yeah, I knew that. I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Wait a minute.
Looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir. Now, hold your horses. As you can see, right here, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie, I-E. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie, E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts, and I think you look ridiculous.
Oh.
How about that? I hadn't even noticed. Come on, man. What are you objecting about?
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
Hold up. Wait a minute. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing the lover. What type of lover doesn't know the name? Huh? They were truly lovers. It'd be impossible for him to not know her name unless these are really, really terrible individuals or just ridiculously dumb. That's the only other explanation I got.
No.
Crowd goes wild. Yeah, mother, whisper.
This is very true, Mr. Payne. You look like a fool.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie witness testimony. And because I'm going to start off with a little bit of shorter episodes, we're going to end this one here at the halfway point of Gumshoe, maybe? I don't know how much more Gumshoe's probably got for us today. So, in the next episode, we'll continue on with the Gumshoe experience and the extravaganza. You can answer the question of the day in the comment section down below, of course. Playlist will be down there eventually. Again, we're going to start off with like these half-hour-ish episodes and then slowly build ourselves up to longer and longer episodes. In the future, the expectation is that these episodes are probably going to be like 45 to an hour-ish. Because again, long play for a game that you really want to dive into this world, not do it segment after segment. Did that previously. It works, especially if you watch it and binge it. But, also, it's the weekend. Longer videos on the weekend. So thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. And until next time, take care.